ಗಾಥಾ 251. ನತ್ತಿ ರಾಗ ಸಮೋ ಅಗ್ಗಿ, ನತ್ತಿ ದೋಷ ಸಮೋ ಗಹೋ, ನತ್ತಿ ಮೋಹ ಸಮೋ ಜಾಲಂ, ನತ್ತಿ ತಣ್ಹಾ ಸಮಾನದಿ.
Verse number 251. There is no fire like lust. There is no grip like hatred. There is no net like delusion. And there is no river like craving.
ಗಾಥಾ 252. ಸುದಸ್ಸಂಗ್ ವಜ್ಜಮನ್ಯೇ ಸಂಗ್ ಅತ್ತನೋ ಪನದುದ್ದ ಸಂಗ್ ಪರೇ ಸಂಘಿ ಸೋ ವಜ್ಜಾನಿ ಓಪುನಾತಿ ಯಥಾಭುಸಂಗ್ ಅತ್ತನೋ ಪರಛಾದೇತಿ ಕಲಿಂಗ್ವಾ ಕಿತವಾ ಸಠೋ.
Verse number 252. Easily seen is the fault of others, but one's own is difficult to see. Like chaff, one winnows another's faults, but hides one's own, even as a crafty fowler hides behind sham branches.
ಗಾಥಾ 253. ಪರಾವಜ್ಜಾನುಪಸ್ಸಿಸ್ಸ ನಿಚ್ಚಂ ಉಜ್ಜಾನ ಸಂಗಿನೋ ಆಸವ ತಸ್ಸ ವಡ್ಢಂತಿ ಆರಾಸೋ ಆಸವಕ್ಷಯ.
Verse number 253. He who seeks another's fault, who is ever censorious, his cankers grow. He is far from destruction of the cankers.
ಗಾಥಾ 254. ಆಕಾಶೇವ ಪದಂನತ್ಥಿ ಸಮಣೋ ನತ್ತಿ ಬಾಹಿರೇ ಪಪಂಚಾಭಿರತಾಪಜ ನಿಪ್ಪಪಂಚ ತಥಾಗತ.
Verse number 254. There is no track in the sky and no recluse outside the Buddha's dispensation. Mankind delights in worldliness, but the Buddhas are free from worldliness.
ಗಾಥಾ 255. ಆಕಾಶೇ ಪದಂ ನತ್ಥಿ ಸಮಣೋ ನತ್ತಿ ಬಾಹಿರೇ ಸಂಕಾರ ಸಸ್ಸತಾ ನತ್ಥಿ ನತ್ತಿ ಬುದ್ಧಾನ ಮಿಂಚಿತಂ ಮಲವಗ್ಗೋ ಅಠಾರಸಮೋ ನಿಟ್ಟಿತೋ.
Verse number 255. There is no track in the sky and no recluse outside the Buddha's dispensation. There is no conditioned things that are eternal and no instability in the Buddhas. Malavaggo attarasamo nitito.
ಖುದ್ದಕ ನಿಕಾಯೆ ಧಮ್ಮಪದ ಪಾಳಿ ವರ್ಗ 19. ಧಮ್ಮಟ್ಟವಗ್ಗೋ. ಗಾಥಾ 256. ನತೇನ ಹೋತಿ ಧಮ್ಮಟ್ಟೋ ಏನರ್ಥಂ ಸಾಹಸಾನಯೇ ಯೋಚ ಆತ್ತಂ ಅನತ್ತಂಚ ಉಭೋ ನಿಶ್ಚಯ್ಯ ಪಂಡಿತೋ.
Chapter number 19. Dhammatavaggo, the just. Verse number 256. Not by passing arbitrary judgments does a man become just. A wise man is he who investigates both right and wrong.
ಗಾಥಾ 257. ಅಸಾಹಸೇನ ಧಮ್ಮೇನ ಸಮೇನ ನಯತಿ ಪರೇ ಧಮ್ಮಸ್ಸ ಗುತ್ತೋ ಮೇಧಾವಿ ಧಮ್ಮಟ್ಟೋತಿ ಪವುಚ್ಯತಿ.
Verse number 257. He who does not judge others arbitrarily but passes judgment impartially according to the truth. That sagacious man is a guardian of law and is called just.
ಗಾಥಾ 258. ನಾತೇನ ಪಂಡಿತೋ ಹೋತಿ ಯಾವತ ಬಹುಭಾಸತಿ ಖೇಮಿ ಅವೇರಿ ಅಭಯೋ ಪಂಡಿತೋತಿ ಉಚ್ಚತಿ.
Verse number 258. One is not wise because one speaks much. He who is peaceable, friendly, and fearless is called wise.
ಗಾಥಾ 259. ನ ತಾವತ ಧಮ್ಮದರೋ ಯಾವತ ಬಹುಭಾಸತಿ ಯೋಚ ಅಪ್ಪಂಪಿ ಸುತ್ವಾನ ಧಮ್ಮಂ ಕಾಯೇನ ಪಸ್ಸತಿ ಸವೇ ಧಮ್ಮದರೋ ಹೋತಿ ಯೋ ಧಮ್ಮಂ ನಪ್ಪಮಜ್ಜತಿ.
Verse number 259. A man is not versed in Dhamma because he speaks much. He who, after hearing even a little Dhamma, realizes its truth directly and not heedless of it, is truly versed in the Dhamma.
ಗಾಥಾ 260. ನತೇನ ಥೇರೋ ಸೋಹೋತಿ ಯೋ ನಸ್ಸ ಫಲಿತಂ ಸಿರೋ ಪರಿಪಕ್ವೋ ವಯೋ ತಸ್ಸ ಮೋಘಜಿನ್ನೋತಿ ಉಚ್ಚತಿ.
Verse number 260. A monk is not an elder because his head is grey. He is but ripe in age, and he is called one grown old in vain.
ಗಾಥಾ 261. ಯಂ ಹಿ ಸಚ್ಚಂಚ ಧಮ್ಮೋಚ ಅಹಿಂಸಾ ಸಂಯಮೋ ದಮೋ ಸವೇ ವಂತಮಲೋ ಧೀರೋ ಥೇರೋ ಇತಿ ಪವುಚ್ಯತಿ.
Verse number 261. One in whom there is truthfulness, virtue, inoffensiveness, restraint, and self-mastery, who is free from defilements and is wise, he is truly called an elder.
ಗಾಥಾ 262. ನಾ ವಾಕ್ಕರಣ ಮತ್ತೇನ ವಣ್ಣ ಪೊಕ್ಕ ರತಾಯವ ಸಾಧು ರೂಪೋ ನರೋ ಹೋತಿ ಇಸ್ಸುಕಿ ಮಚ್ಚರಿ ಸಠೋ.
Verse number 262. Not by mere eloquence, nor by beauty of form, does a man become accomplished, if he is jealous, selfish, and deceitful.
ಗಾಥಾ 263. ಯಸ್ಸ ಚೇತಂ ಸಮುಚ್ಛಿನ್ನಂ ಮೂಲಘಚ್ಚಂ ಸಮೂಹತಂ ಸ ವಂತದೋಸೋ ಮೇಧಾವಿ ಸಾಧುರೂಪೋತಿ ಉಚ್ಚತಿ.
Verse number 263. But he in whom these are wholly destroyed, uprooted, and extinct, and who has cast out hatred, that wise man is truly accomplished.
ಗಾಥಾ 264. ನಮುಂಡಕೇನ ಸಮಣೋ ಅಬ್ಬತೋ ಅಲಿಕಂಬಣಂ ಇಚ್ಛಾ ಲೋಭ ಸಮಾಪನ್ನೋ ಸಮಣೋ ಕಿಂ ಭವಿಷ್ಯತಿ.
Verse number 264. Not by shaven head does a man who is indisciplined and untruthful become a monk. How can he who is full of desire and greed become a monk?
ಗಾಥಾ 265. ಯೋಚ ಸಮೇತಿ ಪಾಪಾನಿ ಅಣುಂ ಥೂಲಾನಿ ಸಬ್ಬಸೋ ಸಮಿತತ್ತಾ ಹಿ ಪಾಪಾನಂ ಸಮಣೋ ತಿ ಪವುಚ್ಯತಿ.
Verse number 265. He who wholly subdues evil, both small and great, is called a monk. because he has overcome all evil.
ಗಾಥಾ 266. ನ ತೇನ ಭಿಕ್ಕು ಹೋತಿ ಯಾವತ ಭಿಕ್ಕತೆ ಪರೇ ವಿಸ್ಸಂಧಮ್ಮಂ ಸಮಾದಾಯ ಭಿಕ್ಕು ಹೋತಿ ನ ತಾವತ.
Verse number 267. One is whom there is truthfulness, virtue, inoffensiveness, restraint, and self-mastery, is free from defilements, and is wise. He is truly called an elder.
ಗಾಥಾ 267. ಯೋಧ ಪುಣ್ಯಂಚ ಪಾಪಂಚ ಬಾಹೇತ್ವಾ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಚರ್ಯವಾ ಸಂಕಾಯ ಲೋಕೆ ಚರತಿ ಸವೇ ಭಿಕ್ಕೂತಿ ಉಚ್ಚತಿ.
Verse number 268. He is not a monk just because he lives on another's arms. Not by adopting outward form does one become a true monk.
ಗಾಥಾ 268. ನಾಮೋನೇನ ಮುನಿ ಹೋತಿ ಮೂಢರೂಪೋ ಅವಿದ್ದಸು ಯೋಚ ತುಲಂವಾ ಪಗ್ಗಹ್ಯ ವರಮಾದಾಯ ಪಂಡಿತೋ.
Verse number 268. Not by observing silence does one become a sage, if he be foolish and ignorant, but that man is wise, who, as if holding a balance scale, accepts only the good.
ಗಾಥಾ 269. ಪಾಪಾನಿ ಪರಿವಜ್ಜೇತಿ ಸ ಮುನಿ ತೇನ ಸೋ ಮುನಿ ಯೋ ಮುನಾತಿ ಉಭೋ ಲೋಕೆ ಮುನಿ ತೇನ ಪೌಚ್ಯತಿ.
Verse number 269. Verse number 269. The sage, thus rejecting the evil, is truly a sage, since he comprehends both present and the future worlds. He is called a sage.
ಗಾಥಾ 270. ನಾತೇನ ಅರಿಯೋ ಹೋತಿ ಏನ ಪಾಣಾನಿ ಹಿಂಸತಿ ಅಹಿಂಸಾ ಸಬ್ಬ ಪಾಣಾನಂ ಅರಿಯೋ ತಿ ಪೌಚ್ಯತಿ.
Verse number 270. He is not noble who injures living beings. He is called noble because he is harmless towards all living beings.
ಗಾಥಾ 271. ನ ಶೀಲಬ್ಬತಮತ್ತೇನ ಬಾಹುಸಚ್ಚೇನ ವಾಪನ ಅಥವಾ ಸಮಾಧಿಲಾಭೇನ ವಿವಿತ್ತ ಶಯನೇನ ವಾ. ಗಾಥಾ 272. ಪುಸಾಮಿ ನೆಕ್ಕಮ್ಮ ಸುಖಂ ಅಪುತುಜ್ಜನ ಸೇವಿತಂ ಭಿಕ್ಕು ವಿಶ್ವಾಸ ಮಾಪಾದಿ ಅಪ್ಪತ್ತೋ ಆಸವಕ್ಷಯಂ. ಧಮ್ಮಟ್ಟವಗ್ಗೋ ಏಕೋನ ವೀಸತಿಮೋ ಲಿಠಿತೋ.
Verse number 271 and verse number 272. Not by rules and observances, not even by much learning, nor by gain of absorption, nor by life of seclusion, nor by thinking, I enjoy the bliss of renunciation, which is not experienced by the worldlings. Should you, O monks, rest content until the utter destruction of the cankers, arhatship is reached. Dhammatavago ekunavasyatatamo nitito.
ಖುದ್ದಕ ನಿಕಾಯೆ ಧಮ್ಮಪದ ಪಾಲಿ ವರ್ಗ 20 ಮಗ್ಗ ಒಗ್ಗೋ. ಗಾಥಾ 273. ಮಗ್ಗ ನಟ್ಟಂಗಿಕೋ ಸೆಠ್ಠೋ ಸಚ್ಚಾನಂ ಚತುರೋಪದ ವಿರಾಗೋ ಸೆಠ್ಠೋ ಧಮ್ಮಾನಂ ದ್ವಿಪದಾನಂಚ ಚಕ್ಕುಮ.
Chapter number 20. Magga Vaggo, the path. Verse number 273. Of all paths, the eightfold path is the best. Of all truths, the Four Noble Truths are the best. Of all things, passionlessness is the best. Of men, the seeing one, the Buddha, is the best.
ಗಾಥಾ 274. ಯೇ ಸೇವ ಮಗ್ಗೋ ನತ್ತಂಗ್ಯೋ ದಸ್ಸನಸ್ಸ ವಿಶುದ್ಧಿಯ ಯೇ ತಂಹಿ ತುಮ್ಹೆ ಪಟಿಪಜ್ಜತ ಮಾರಸ್ಸೇತಂ ಪಮೋಹನಂ.
Verse number 274. This is the only path. There is none other for the purification of insight. Tread this path and you will bewilder Mara. Verse number 275. Walking upon this path, you will make an end of suffering. Having discovered how to pull out the thorn of lust, I make known the path.
ಗಾಥಾ 275. ಏತಂ ಹಿ ತುಮ್ಮೆ ಪಟಿಪನ್ನ ತುಕ್ಕ ಸಂತಂ ಕರಿಸ್ಸಥ ಅಖ್ಯಾತೋ ವೋ ಭಯಾಮಗ್ಗೋ ಅನ್ಯಾಯ ಸಲ್ಲಕಂತನಂ.
Verse number 275. Walking upon this path, you will make an end of suffering. Having discovered how to pull out the thorn of lust, I make known the path.
ಗಾಥಾ 276. ತುಮ್ಮೇ ಹಿ ಕಿಚ್ಚಂ ಆತಪ್ಪಂ ಅಖ್ಯಾತಾರೋ ತಥಾಗತ ಪಟಿಪನ್ನ ಪಮೊಕ್ಕಂತಿ ಝಾಯಿನೋ ಮಾರಬಂಧನ.
Verse number 276. You yourselves must strive. The Buddhas only point the way. Those meditative ones who tread the path are realized from the bonds of the Mara.
ಗಾಥಾ 277. ಸಬ್ಬೆ ಸಂಖಾರ ಅನಿಚ್ಚಾತಿ ಯದಾ ಪನ್ಯಾಯ ಪಶ್ಯತಿ ಅತ ನಿಬ್ಬಿಂದತಿ ದುಃಖೇ ಯೇ ಸಮಗ್ಗೋ ವಿಶುದ್ಧಿಯ.
Verse number 277. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification.
ಗಾಥಾ 278. ಸಬ್ಬೆ ಸಂಖಾರ ದುಃಖಾತಿ ಯದಾ ಪನ್ಯಾಯ ಪಶ್ಯತಿ ಹತ ನಿಬ್ಬಂದತಿ ದುಃಖೇ ಯೇ ಸಮಗ್ಗೋ ವಿಶುದ್ಧಿಯ.
Verse number 278. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification.
ಗಾಥಾ 279. ಸಬ್ಬೆ ಧಮ್ಮ ಅನತ್ತಾತಿ ಯದಾ ಪನ್ಯಾಯ ಪಶ್ಯತಿ ಅತ ನಿಬ್ಬಿಂದತಿ ದುಃಖೇ ಯೇ ಸಮಗ್ಗೋ ವಿಶುದ್ಧಿಯ.
Verse number 279. All things are not self. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification.
ಗಾಥಾ 280. ಉಟ್ಟಾಲ ಕಾಲಂ ಹಿ ಅನುಟ್ಟಹಾನೋ ಯುವಾ ಬಲಿ ಆಲಸಿಯಂ ಉಪೇತೋ ಸಂಸನ್ನ ಸಂಕಪ್ಪಮಾನೋ ಕುಸಿತೋ ಪನ್ಯಾಯ ಮಗ್ಗಂ ಅಲಸೋ ನ ವಿಂದತಿ.
Verse number 280. The idler who does not exert himself when he should, who, though young and strong, is full of sloth, with a mind full of vain thoughts, such an indolent man does not find the path to wisdom.
ಗಾಥಾ 281. ವಾಚಾನುರುಕ್ಷಿ ಮನಸಾ ಸುಸಂಗುತೋ ಕಾಯೇನ ಚ ನಾ ಕುಶಲಂ ಕೈರಾ ಏತೆ ತಯೋ ಕಮ್ಮಪತೆ ವಿಶೋಧಯೇ ಆರಾಧಯೇ ಮಗ್ಗಮಿಸಿಪ್ಪವೇದಿತಂ.
Verse number 281. Let a man be watchful of speech, well controlled in mind, not commit evil in bodily action. Let him purify these three courses of action and win the path made known by the great sage.
282. ಯೋಗಾವೇ ಜಾಯತಿ ಭೂರಿ ಅಯೋಗ ಭೂರಿ ಸಂಕಯೋ ಏತಂ ದ್ವಿಧಾ ಪತಂ ಯತ್ವಾ ಭವಾಯ ವಿಭವಾಯ ಚ ತತತ್ತಾನಂ ನಿವೇಶಯ್ಯ ಯಥಾ ಭೂರಿ ಪವಡ್ಡತಿ.
Verse number 282. Wisdom springs from meditation. Without meditation, wisdom wanes. Having known these two paths of progress and decline, let a man so conduct himself that his wisdom may increase.
ಗಾಥಾ 283. ವನಂ ಚಿಂಧತ ಮಾ ರುಕ್ಷಂ ವನತೋ ಜಾಯತೆ ಭಯಂ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ವಾ ವನಂಚ ವನತಂಚ ನಿಬ್ಬಾನ ಹೋತಾ ಭಿಕ್ಕವೋ.
Verse number 283. Cut down the forest of lust, but not the tree. From the forest springs fear. Having cut down the forest and the underbrush, which is desire,
ಗಾಥಾ
be
284.
passionless, O monks.
ಯಾವ ಹಿ ವನಥೋ ನ ಚಿಜ್ಜತಿ ಅಣುಮತ್ತೋಪಿ ನರಸ್ಸ ನಾರಿಸು ಪಟಿಬದ್ಧ ಮನೋವ ತಾವಸೋ ವಚ್ಚೋ ಕ್ಷೀರಪಕೋವ ಮಾತರಿ.
Verse number 284. For so long as the underbrush of desire, even the most subtle of a man's towards a woman, is not cut down, his mind is in bondage, like a sucking calf to its mother.
ಗಾಥಾ 285. ಉಚ್ಛಿಂದ ಸಿನೇಹಮತ್ತನೋ ಕುಮುದಂ ಸಾರದಿಕಂವ ಪಾಣಿನ ಸಂತಿ ಮಗ್ಗಮೇವ ಬ್ರೂಹಯ ನಿಬ್ಬಾನಂ ಸುಗತೇನ ದೇಸಿತಂ.
Verse number 285. Cut off your affection in the manner a man plucks with his hand an autumn lotus. Cultivate only the path to peace, Nibbana, as made known by the exalted one.
ಗಾಥಾ 286. ಇದ ವಸ್ಸಂ ವಸಿಸ್ಸಾಮಿ ಇದ ಹೇಮಂತ ಗಿಂಹಿಸು ಇತಿ ಬಾಲೋ ವಿಚಿಂತೇತಿ ಅಂತರಾಯಂ ನ ಭುಂಜತಿ.
Verse number 286. Here shall I live during the rains, here in winter and summer. Thus thinks the fool. He does not realize the danger that death might intervene.
ಗಾಥಾ 287. ತಂ ಪುತ್ತ ಪಶು ಸಮ್ಮತ್ತಂ ವ್ಯಾಸತ್ತ ಮನಸಂ ನರಂ ಸುತ್ತಂ ಗಾಮಂ ಮಹೋಘೋವ ಮಚ್ಚು ಆದಾಯ ಗಚ್ಚತಿ.
Verse number 287. As a great flood carries away a sleeping village, so death seizes and carries away the man with a clinging mind. doting on his children and cattle.
ಗಾಥಾ 288. ನಾಸಂತಿ ಪುತ್ತ ತಾಣಾಯ ನ ಪಿತಾ ನಾಪಿ ಬಂಧವ ಅಂತಕೇನ ಅಧಿಪನ್ನಸ್ಸ ನತ್ತಿ ಜ್ಞಾತೀಸು ತಾಣತ.
Verse number 288. For him who is assailed by death, there is no protection by kinsmen. None there are to save him, no sons, nor father, nor relatives.
ಗಾಥಾ 289. ಏತಮತ್ತ ವಸಂಯತ್ವ ಪಂಡಿತೋ ಶೀಲಸಂಗುತೋ ನಿಬ್ಬಾನಗಮನಂ ಮಗ್ಗಂ ಖಿಪ್ಪಮೇವ ವಿಶೋಧಯೇ ಮಗ್ಗವಗ್ಗೋ ವಿಸತಿಮೋ ನಿಟ್ಟಿತೋ.
Verse number 289. Realizing this fact, let the wise man, restrained by morality, hasten to clear the path leading to Nibbana. Amagavaggo visatimo nitito.
ಖುದ್ದಕ ನಿಕಾಯೆ ಧಮ್ಮಪದ ಪಾಲಿ ವರ್ಗ 21 ಪಕಿಣ್ಣಕವಗ್ಗೋ. ಗಾಥಾ 290. ಮತ್ತ ಸುಖ ಪರಿಚ್ಚಾಗ ಪಸ್ಸೇಚೆ ವಿಫುಲಂ ಸುಖಂ ಚಚೆ ಮತ್ತ ಸುಖಂ ಧೀರೋ ಸಂಪಸ್ಸಂ ವಿಪುಲಂ ಸುಖಂ.
Chapter 21. Pakinakavaggo, miscellaneous. Verse number 290. If by renouncing a lesser happiness one may realize a greater happiness, let the wise man renounce the lesser, having regard for the greater.
ಗಾಥಾ 291. ಪರಮಂ ಅಕ್ಕೂಪಧಾನೇನ ಆತ್ಮನೋ ಸುಖಮಿಚ್ಛತಿ ವೇರ ಸಂಸಗ್ಗ ಸಂಸಟ್ಟೋ ವೇರ ಸೋ ನ ಪರಿಮುಚ್ಯತಿ.
Verse number 291. Entangled by the bonds of hate, he who seeks his own happiness by inflicting pain on others is never delivered from hatred.
ಗಾಥಾ 292. ಯಂಹಿ ಕಿಚ್ಚಂ ಅಪವಿದ್ದಂ ಅಕಿಚ್ಚಂ ಪನ ಕೈರತಿ ಉನ್ನಾಳಲಾನಂ ಪಮತ್ತಾನಂ ತೇಸಂ ವಡ್ಡಂತಿ ಆಸವಾ.
Verse number 292. The cankers only increase for those who are arrogant and are heedless, who leave undone what should be done and do what should not be done.
ಗಾಥಾ 293. ಯೇ ಸಂಚ ಸುಸಮಾರದ್ಧ ನಿಚ್ಚಂ ಕಾಯಗತಾ ಸತಿ ಅಕಿಚ್ಚಂ ತೇನ ಸೇವಂತಿ ಕಿಚ್ಚೆ ಸಾತಚ್ಚಕಾರಿನೋ ಸತಾನಂ ಸಂಪಜಾನಾನಂ ಅರ್ಥಂ ಗಚ್ಚಂತಿ ಆಸವಾ.
Verse number 293. The cankers cease for those mindful and clearly comprehending ones who always earnestly practice mindfulness of the body, who does not resort to what should be done and steadfastly pursue what should be done.
ಗಾಥಾ 294. ಮಾತರಂ ಪಿತರಂ ಹಂತ್ವಾ राजनो द्वे च खत्तिये रट्ठं सानुचरं हन्त्वा अनिघो याति ब्राह्मणो.
Verse number 294. Having slain mother, that's craving, father, which is self-conceit, two warrior kings, eternalism and nihilism, and destroyed a country, sense organs and sense objects, together with its treasure, which is attachment and lust, ungrieving goes the holy man.
ಗಾಥಾ 295. ಮಾತರಂ ಪಿತರಂ ಹಂತ್ವಾ ರಾಜಾನೋ ದ್ವೇ ಚ ಸೋತ್ಥಿಯೇ ವೇಯಗ್ಗ ಪಂಚಮಂ ಹಂತ್ವಾ ಅನಿಘೋ ಯಾತಿ ಬ್ರಾಹ್ಮಣೋ.
Verse number 295. Having slain mother, father, two Brahmin kings, two extreme views, and a tiger, and the fifth, the five mental hindrances, ungrieving goes the holy man.
ಗಾಥಾ 296. ಸುಪ್ಪಬುದ್ಧಂ ಪಬುಜ್ಜಂತಿ ಸದಾ ಗೋತಮ ಸಾವಕ ಏಸಂ ದಿವಾಚರತ್ತೋಚ ನಿಚ್ಚಂ ಬುದ್ಧಗತಾ ಸತಿ.
Verse number 296. Those disciples of Gautama ever awaken happily, who day and night constantly practice the recollection of the qualities of the Buddha.
ಗಾಥಾ 297. ಸುಪ್ಪಬುದ್ಧಂ ಪಬುಜ್ಜಂತಿ ಸದಾ ಗೋತಮ ಸಾವಕ ಏಸಂ ದಿವಾಚರತ್ತೋಚ ನಿಚ್ಚಂ ಧಮ್ಮಗತಾ ಸತಿ.
Verse number 297. Those disciples of Gautama ever awaken happily, who day and night constantly practice the recollection of the qualities of the Dhamma.
ಗಾಥಾ 298. ಸುಪ್ಪಬುದ್ಧಂ ಪಬುಜ್ಜಂತಿ ಸದಾ ಗೋತಮ ಸಾವಕ ಏಸಂ ದಿವಾಚ ರತ್ತೋಚ ನಿಚ್ಚಂ ಸಂಗಗತಾ ಸತಿ.
Verse number 298. Those disciples of Gautama ever awaken happily, who day and night constantly practice the recollection of the qualities of the Sangha.
ಗಾಥಾ 299. ಸುಪ್ಪಬುದ್ಧಂ ಪಬುಜ್ಜಂತಿ ಸದಾ ಗೋತಮ ಸಾವಕ ಏಸಂ ದಿವಾಚ ರತ್ತೋಚ ನಿಚ್ಚಂ ಕಾಯಗತಾ ಸತಿ.
Verse number 299. Those disciples of Gautama ever awaken happily, who day and night constantly practice mindfulness of the body.
ಗಾಥಾ 300. ಸುಪ್ಪಬುದ್ಧಂ ಪಬುಜ್ಜಂತಿ ಸದಾ ಗೋತಮ ಸಾವಕ ಏಸಂ ದಿವಾಚ ರತ್ತೋಚ ಅಹಿಂಸಾಯ ರಥೋ ಮನೋ.
Verse number 300. Those disciples of Gautama ever awaken happily, whose minds by day and night delight in the practice of non-violence.